It's recording. All right, welcome back to another edition of Slink Paint Gaming.
Hello, sir.
What's up, Blake?
Good to be back.
All right, we got Blake here. I'm Berto, and
yep.
What are we doing today?
We're looking over Wave 13.
Yes, Wave 13.
We just looked over Wave 12.
I know. Wave 12 is looking awesome. And Wave 13 dropped like, what, a week afterwards? Like
a week after we got the information of Wave 13.
I'm actually surprised that they did that, like how they dropped it so fast.
Movie
Movie?
tie-in.
Oh, yes.
Not coming out today in the movie, though, for some reason.
Womp, womp, womp.
First quarter 2018.
All right, so what we're going to do is, really that late?
Yeah.
Oh, why does it wait? I mean, you know the movie's coming out. Should release stuff early. All right, let's do this. We're going to talk about Wave 13. There's two ships they have spoiled, right? Mm-hmm. There's the Resistance Bomber and the Kylo Ren of Awesomeness.
TIE Silencer.
The TIE Silencer.
Silencer, save us.
That just sounds sexy when you say it. I'm actually, I got the headset on so I can hear your deep, seductive voice on me.
Go.
TIE Silencer.
Silencer, save us.
All right, so we're going to go over the Resistance Bomber first. All right, so I'm going to bring this up real fast here. Let's put this bad boy. Oh, check a look at that. Ooh.
Look how tall it is.
Look how tall. You know what? You know, they named it the Resistance Bomber, right? But it's got some weird name. It's got like, what does that say? Like 8SF-17?
BSF-17.
Bomber. You know what? I'm not calling this the Bomber. I'm calling it first. You know what I'm going to nickname this ship? You know what I'm going to Oh, we had a kid that came in.
Wonder Woman distracted me.
Wonder Woman. That was one of my kids that came in the room here. So we have, you know what I'm going to nickname this thing here?
What are we nicknaming it?
I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to call it the Hunt for Red October. So this is going to be Red October.
Red October. That makes sense because it
looks like a submarine.
You know what? Its its highest pilot skill name is Crimson Leader.
I see. Red October. I'm coining it right now. That's what it's going to be like. And then you're going to see Sean Connery doing Sean Connery.
Connery.
I can't. I'm trying to do Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
That sounds like not Sean Connery. That sounds like what I'm saying. It sounds like Morgan Freeman. All right. So the Resistance Bomb. You're taking a look at this picture. This thing is a beautiful looking ship.
It's really beautiful. And a lot of people when they watched the Last Jedi teaser trailer that was released at Celebration, you see this in there, and a lot of people thought that it was going to be a capital ship.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people were expecting to see this in Armada. And lo and behold, it is an awesome little X-Wing ship.
Little?
Okay, it's an awesome big X-Wing ship.
Now, that's on a large base right there.
Yeah, it's on a large base. Right off the bat, it has a 360 primary turret.
Yeah.
2 attack dice, 1 agility, 9 hull points, and 3 shields. This thing has a lot of health to go through. A lot of health. And looking at the dial already, it has a revealed 3 white bank maneuver.
Yes.
Which is very surprising given the size of the ship. If I had to guess what kind of dial this is going to be similar to, I would think more of a houndstooth dial.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think it has the ability to turn around. And my reasoning for this is it doesn't have a torpedo or missile slot. Most ships that have a torpedo or missile slot have the ability to turn around. Okay. Just so they can stay inside the arc.
All right. So let's go right. So you read the stat line 2193. All right, and you see a pilot skill 1, 4, 6, and 7, which is an interesting combination there.
6 and 7 are both unique.
Yep.
Actually, the 4, 6, and 7.
No, 4, 6, and 7. Yep, the Crimson dude, the Red October. I love the way that the ship looks. Anyway, so it does. I mean, so it's got an action for action bar. It's got a focus and target lock.
Yes, sir.
So very bare minimum there, and then it's got what has that got there? It looks
has
like
a system slot, a tech slot, and 2 bomb slots.
2 bomb slots. So this is going to be a bomber, no matter what. But a large base bomber.
Yeah, we haven't had the only other large base bomber in the game naturally is a decimator, which most people forget it has a bomb slot.
But normally you don't see a lot of people playing with the bombs.
No, you don't see a lot of people playing with the Imperial bomb slot. But I think this is going to be different just because Sabine Wren is a card that exists for Rebels.
Everybody's not going to let that go, huh?
No.
Sabine. I love me some of my Sabine action. Sabine.
Tomato.
Exactly. You know me. I'm always going to jack up the names. It makes it more interesting. That's what it does. All right. So right up. So we see, and then we also see that the set pilot skill value 7, which is Crimson Leader, it comes at 29 points.
Same exact point cost as Miranda Donnie.
Oh, interesting. And then I'm wondering, with the 1, does it come around the 25 point mark?
25, 23 point mark.
That would be interesting because then you can get 4.
It may go down to like 29, 27, 25, 23.
I would probably think the same thing. So let's go right into the ability. What you see here, it says when attacking, if the defender
is inside your firing arc, you may spend a 1 hit or crit result to assign the rattled condition card to the defender. Rattled, which is a really cool condition.
So I think I have the rattle card.
I think the rattle somewhere. No, that's I'll show you. Berto.
They didn't give me the rattle card.
They didn't give me the rattle card.
Oh, so I got to read it
actually,
now?
yeah, we got to read that. So
I got to blow this up.
Blow it up. When you suffer damage from a bomb, you suffer 1 additional critical damage. Then remove this card.
What?
Action. Roll 1 attack die on a focus or hit result. Remove this card.
That's interesting. So if I give the rattle card to my opponent, if I do Crimson Leader's ability there, so that person's got to spend an action
to get rid of it.
Which is nice.
However, let's say you have a Miranda Donnie that could just slam on by and drop some bombs on you before you have a chance to move and get rid of this. Or any ship out there that can move and drop a bomb on you before you have a chance to get rid of it
for the next turn. That would be very critical because it's not like you have to win the dice, right? You just got to roll.
You have to roll, and then if you get like 1 hit or crit result, you're 2 dice anyways. You're like, all right, it's probably not going to go through anyways. I'm going to spend it.
Yeah, but so you're looking to shut down the actions of another ship.
Yeah, which it has a twofold thing. It makes the other ship have to use its action to get rid of the rattle condition, and it makes your bombs just that much more painful, which they didn't need to be more painful.
Yes, they did. I love my bombs. But you know what? Everybody's always like, bombs this, bombs that. This is the first time that I can run low PS ships and take out the high aces, right? But my crutches, or the thing I can't face against, is ships that have a lot of hull and shields.
Which is ironically what bombs are now good at killing, especially a good old cluster mine drop.
Oh, a perfectly well placed cluster.
Well placed cluster mine can do 6 plus 2 more from Sabine and rattled, so that's a potential 8 damage from cluster mines, which is disgusting.
No, it's not. It's awesome. It's awesome sauce. I'm loving it. I love more bombs. And look, you got a new rattle condition card.
New token for us in the future.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna put Red October. Yeah. I'm just gonna get the old movie photo, Red October, or I'm gonna put Sean Connery's face on a token.
Get on it, Jim.
Yeah. All right. So some of the other cards that you do see here, let's go right through the top row here. So we got the rattle condition card. Then you look like you got defecating plums.
It's a BS 17 specific card, because BSF 17, because you can see kind of the beginning of it.
Okay.
I don't really know what it does.
All right, but I'm gonna go with the name defecating plums.
Yeah.
That sounds official.
It's probably the title card.
Oh yeah, it says when something, and then can't really say anything. Then you got thermal detonators, which we all know that.
Yep. Seismic
charge. Then what does it look like over here? Advanced
something.
Advanced
You cannot.
organs.
It says you cannot do something. It also comes in the silencer.
Okay.
And
advanced
there's 2 of them.
organs.
That's probably, if I remember correctly from the silencer, that's a tech upgrade.
Oh, okay. So you can see. Okay. So then you got counternet, which we all know what that is. Then you got Ordnance Silos. Do I have a better picture of that card? Yes, I do. Okay.
Ordnance Silos are cool.
Ordnance Silos. It's also tied to the BSF-17 bomber. It says when you equip this card, place 3. I love this. Place 3 ordnance tokens on each of the other equipped bomb upgrade cards. When you are instructed to discard this upgrade card, you may discard 1 ordnance token on that card instead.
So what's interesting is this takes up a bomb slot.
Yes.
And it's 2 points, so it's the same cost as action munitions. It's just basically action munitions for the Resistance bomber on steroids.
On steroids. Because, if you think about it, so if you got 2 bomb slots, this is taking 1. So let's say if you have cluster mines, technically you have 3 ordnance tokens, so that's 3 extra munitions, technically speaking, right? With
the cluster, you have 4 sets of clusters.
Drops. So, which is nasty.
That's really good. However, if you go back to the main picture, notice something interesting. So this one sets 3 ordnance tokens, right? How many ordnance tokens do you see down there at the bottom?
I see 4.
Yeah. What does that tell you?
I don't know. There's something else good.
Something else in there is giving you
a 4th one.
A 4th one.
I like that.
Potentially that, or they needed to take up space on the card.
That's probably what FFG did. Take up space.
I don't know. They don't normally put more than what you need.
True, but maybe it's another ability here or something like that. But you know what the funny part is? Playing with the K-Wings, the triple Ks that I have here, and with the ordnance that I have on them, I have not played with the bomblet generator yet. Mm-hmm. Actually, I would want to. I have not get a chance yet. But I don't see myself I might see myself dropping a lot of clusters. But that if I have 4 cluster mines on that, everybody's gonna be going for that ship.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of the point, because this thing can take a hit.
Oh yeah,
it's got 12 health. It can take a hit, and so this is probably going to be paired well with Miranda Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Those two, Miranda plus anything that has the ability to do more bomb jobs is good.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea, and most ships, Miranda, let's go with Nim Miranda, for example. That's a good list that's going on right now.
Right.
Nim normally hits into combat before Miranda, about a turn before Miranda does.
Yeah.
So that Nim is kind of taking away the action, and then they rotate out, and Miranda goes in, and Nim comes out.
Right.
I feel like this bomber is going to be the one that goes into combat before Miranda, mucks it up before Miranda, and then Miranda comes in on the side. But this one never really leaves because it doesn't have the maneuverability to do so.
And that's what my biggest question is because dropping 4 sets of bombs is going to be a pain in the butt if you don't have maneuverability.
Yeah, which it's going to be maneuverable. It just doesn't. It's not going to be maneuverable after you do the maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
It's unless you really want to put engine upgrade on here, which.
And then you also have which says crossing forks or formation.
Cross formation.
Probably something like that. But you really can't see what it says here.
It has something to do.
Looks like if you have
with
2
another resistance bomber, so you might actually be able to pair these together.
Oh my goodness!
You see that?
Don't tease me.
No, when your is at least resistance 1 to 2, add something.
I wonder if you add an extra munition token.
I wonder if that's what it is.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
That, or you get to do something fancy. I don't know. That looks like something that rewards you for running 2 or 3 of them together.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, we know Berto likes running same ships.
I am so glad that FFG did this. You know why? Because I've always said, because there's some formation squad leader and this and that, but there's nothing that benefits the squad.
So this is going to benefit the squad, especially if you have another resistance bomber in your squad, more than likely.
And I've always said that to FFG. I said, you don't have a card or an upgrade that's easily accessible to when you're flying formations, right? That gives the power back to the formations, right? Because at the end of the day, formations are key. That's the whole point of flying. That's what you do is formations. And that's what I always have a problem with low pile skill values, because that's what usually flying formation is, the low pile skill value. Yeah. But flying in formation, I love seeing this because that is forcing me to fly close in formation and light some shit up. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah. Now I'll have to see what that says when it comes out, but I'm excited for that card now that I'm actually getting a better look at it.
And then now you're looking at this one. It says Target Synchronizer.
Yeah, that's targeting Synchronizer.
That's nothing new. And then you have this new card, which is Trajectory Simulation.
A system slot. You may launch bombs using the 5 template instead of dropping them. You cannot launch bombs with the action header in this way.
I think I just peed my pants a little.
You could literally shoot a bomb out your front like a missile.
I think I just peed my pants a little.
So this is probably let's look at this here. So you have 2 bomb slots.
Mm-hmm.
You can totally use bomb generator with this because it's forever, and just launch those bad boys out the front.
But you can only do it's only for one ship, bomb generator.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a really scary ship because where's that bomb generator going? I don't know.
Oh my!
Go out the back, go out the front.
And then is it the Rebel Scum or Rebel Nim or the
Rebel Nim holds the bomb.
Oh my goodness!
So you can launch this out the front and hold.
Because if your opponent you think is anticipating, oh my goodness!
Big area of denial effect here in use in conjunction with Captain Nim. However, the downside is you're losing bomb generator off of Captain Nim. But you don't have to put bomb generator on this thing. You can do Ordnance Silos plus ion bombs or thermal detonators on this guy and just launch them out and hold them.
Oh my goodness! And you says you cannot launch bombs, so you lose. You can't do counter nets. You can't do clusters and proximate mines and stuff like that because it's action headers. But the ones that detonate at the end of the turn, that's huge.
Yep, end of the activation phase. So like ion bombs, proton bombs, thermal detonators, seismic charges.
Oh my goodness! I think I peed a little more. Oh, you get 3 of them.
You get 3 of them too.
I'm a betting man here that because you have 3 of these things, right? I think they want you to outfit at least 3 bombers because they want to do the thematrical presence. Like when you see that one clip from not Return of the Jedi, The Last Jedi, you see the bombers in a row. I'm guaranteeing that they're doing this because they want you to play with 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, then you have to buy 3, which
I will.
I know you will. Which then gives you 9 of these things.
Oh my goodness! But I think that's what they're doing. I think with the formation, I think with the trajectory simulation, you're creating a mass shield. It's a thematrical type thing. Yeah. Now, a lot of players are not going to like this because they hate bombs. To begin with.
I mean, to be fair, bombs are starting to dominate the meta a little bit right now in competitive play. I mean, if you look at the Nova Open and if you look at Gen Con, the top 2 lists on the final tables were bomb-centric lists. Which, yeah, they're starting to get maybe they're getting a little strong, but
I wonder if they're, how like they came out with auto thrusters?
Yes.
You know how they did that? I wonder if they're going to come out with a card that's something related to that to help out with bombs.
I think they are.
Just to balance it out, because then that throws the whole rock paper scissors back to its equilibrium.
We're definitely in a rock paper scissors meta right now.
Right, and I think with you're going to have like an auto thrusters card that helps you out with bombs. That's going to be a modification, just like so aces can take that and something to the effect of like you can ignore your dice roll or some shit like that with bombs.
A tech slot,
or even doing that
tech slot, system slot, whatever.
Something that actually helps out. But oh my god, I am loving this ship. This ship I can't wait to get me some of this rebel action right here.
No, it's gonna be this is gonna be a really good ship. It's gonna look really good on the table too.
It's gonna look awesome, especially after seeing the movie. You're gonna want to fly these things.
Yeah, that's what happened last year with us. We saw the movie and then we all wanted U-wings.
Yeah, right.
And strikers.
All right, so then you have Cobalt something,
Cobalt.
And then you have another Crimson something. Crimson Squad.
Crimson Ace or something. I don't know.
Let me see if I can see no, you really some Crimson Leader. No, Cobalt Leader.
Cobalt Leader. Okay, there we are. Cobalt Leader and Crimson Leader.
And then Crimson Squad something.
Crimson Squad.
Fighter. Who knows?
Yeah, like Red Squadron Fighter.
Oh, but look at that. You got 3 uniques there. Oh. 3 uniques. That looks, but you know what the funny part you don't see here on the 7 is you don't see an elite slot.
No, there's no elite slot. There's no crew slot either.
No, it's very interesting. So you can't put Sabine on this thing.
You can't put Sabine on here. So if you want Sabine in the squad, you have
to
put
it on another ship.
You may not even need Sabine if you have the rattle condition out there. If you get the rattle condition out there and get it out successfully, you don't really need Sabine. Sabine's just gravy at that point.
I'm thinking you're going to see this ship in Rebel lists, at least one.
You're going to see at least one. Probably Crimson Leader, because as far as we know, Crimson Leader is the only way to get rattle condition out there.
Right, because we don't know if there's any other of these cards that are going to help.
And we don't know if any of these cards can do it.
Yeah. All right. Anything else related to this awesome-looking ship?
I'm excited.
I am so excited, too.
And I know that a lot of players in the community aren't really excited because the Rebels really needed their bomber, but I think this one's going to be a little trickier to use.
I think it's going to be awesome sauce, and I don't care what anybody else thinks because I fly Rebels. Damn it!
Yeah, exactly. Play what you want. Love what you want.
But you know what the funny part is? Like I laugh at people like always complaining about, oh, Scum's getting more love. Now I do say that too, but I mean at the end of the day, this is the ships. Things are going to change, right? It's always hard to equal out a game.
The ever shifting meta,
right? But that's how the game's played. That's how FFG makes money. They come out with new ships that are bigger and better, right? People are going to want to buy them, right? And that keeps the game going. My biggest thing is making sure, and which I think they do a decent job with, is bring back some of the older ships that you can play with. But like everybody talks about an X-Wing fix and what have you. But like, even look at TIE fighters. I mean, besides Omega Leader as a filler, right? You don't see a lot of Imperial TIE fighters at all, right? You don't see You don't see TIE bombers. You don't see any of those. A lot of the Imperial ships.
No, the Imperial faction needs some help.
A lot of help, and
I didn't think I would say that 2 years ago.
I would agree with you because all you saw was
Imperialists.
Palpin Defenders or Palpin Aces, and you saw all that meta.
Yep, Winterfell drink.
Yes, drink.
No, 2 years ago I didn't think I would ever say that, but now I think they need some help because I kind of miss seeing them on the table.
But I love when I do see them on the table and they can eat my bomb in their face.
Yeah, exactly.
all the Imperial players are like, I just lost subscribers for the Imperial players.
Sorry, guys.
No, but that's the thematrical part of the game. Like, I'm a big Rebel lover. You're a Rebel lover.
Yeah.
I know Nims is both between his Scum and Imperial.
Yep.
But that's what thematrical is. Like, when you like one side, you're gonna play the side that you like, even though the side is better. Right. But then you have the tournament players that will play no matter what. They're just trying to win the game. But that's what makes this game cool, right?
Yeah, it also makes the game cool because you have the ebbs and flow of this game, much like you did in the Galactic Civil War.
Right.
That had ebbs and flows. Like we saw the Empire.
Imperials doing better, then Rebels doing better, right, and then Scum doing their scummy things. But that's the game.
That's the game.
All right, so we're going to wrap this video up, and we're going to save the TIE silencer for the next video. So don't go away. Stay tuned. We're going to watch the next video. But what do you guys think about this Resistance Bomber of Love? Definitely leave in the comments below. You don't know. Oh, you don't know the outro.
I don't know the outro.
Okay, then should I just do the outro?
You do. Just do it. You do. It's your channel, Berto.
I know, but you should know the outro. We need to work on this.
We need to work on this.
You're wearing a Slink Bait shirt. Actually, that's a nice fleece, though.
Dude, it's so comfortable.
I like that. All right, so if you guys definitely like this video, give it a like. Also, subscribe to our channel below. Also, if you want to help support us, check out Team SPG and also our token stores. Again, all the links are below in the description of this video. Also, check out our Facebook groups and our community Facebook groups. We have X-Wing dedicated group. We have Destiny. We have a lot of other games. Also, check out our Facebook, our Instagram, and our Twitter account to stay connected with us. And if you guys have any questions, again, comments below. Blake, always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure to be here.
And stay tuned for the TIE silencer for the next video. Thanks, guys.